because you don't have all of the same kind of resources. But I'm sure you can make it work.
Okay. I mean, in our cases, we do have the same resources because we follow the same principle online and in classrooms, in that we use a lot of technology. We use a computer screen to represent the whiteboard and to give presentations, to pull up visual images of things, to elicit vocabulary. And we do that in the classroom and online, so that the students can then take these materials home and review them later and do their homework online.
Yeah.
So technology is very important to us, and it might be a good idea for you to, say, teach online before coming out to St. Petersburg, if you were successful with the job. Incidentally, when are you looking to come out here?
If I were hired, then as soon as I could get the paperwork through and make sure I had somewhere to stay and things like that, as soon as all the technicalities could be taken care of, then I'd be on my way.
Okay, I think in terms of the visa, the time is about a month. From the invitation, takes a couple of weeks to produce, and then at your end, the application may take a week, depending on where the embassy is. Yeah. In terms of accommodation, we have a number of options in that we have links to other people who have houses going. Where I am right now, there's actually a room in this house as well, so we can help with that, help you onto your feet to begin with. Okay. Okay. Anything else you wanted to ask me at the moment?
In terms of the salary, is it monthly or is it by the hours that you teach, or how does that work?
It's going to depend on our offer, because the offer depends on the teachers, but a monthly salary can be expected to be paid weekly. But monthly, the starting salary, if you're teaching 2 hours a day, sorry, not 2 hours a day, but 2 classes a day, classes are 1.5 hours, and you're doing 2 a day, 5 times a week, making 10 lessons, that makes 40,000 euros, sorry, not euros, 40,000 rubles.
Oh wow, that sounded really good.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have got your expectations up like that. 40,000 rubles a month. Okay. This could be, if you like, a floor salary, and we're not expected to dip below that in terms of lessons and in terms of pay. That is $1,200 in dollars, but we actually want to be offering more classes to teachers, depending on how much you're willing to teach. Really. A full timetable can bring you up to 3 lessons a day, or 3 or 4. If it's 3 lessons a day, then monthly it's about $1,800. If you're teaching 4 lessons a day, then again it could go up to anything over $2,000. It just depends on how quickly we can get your hours up. But we'll have to talk about the kind of job offers later, because you might want minimum hours whereby you can have more time to yourself to look for other work and explore St. Petersburg more, or we can try and get you really busy with classes so that you're developing as a teacher. Okay.
And in terms of living in St. Petersburg, the 40,000, what's the currency? The rubles. Rubles, right. Yeah. The 40,000 a month, is that still, is that enough to have a place to live and at least, get by for a while until I could get my hours up, or
right.
would I be struggling a little bit with that?
No, sure. Okay, 40,000 a month, let's say, for a start, that's higher than the Russian average.
Okay.
So teachers earn more than the average Russian. The rent I'm paying is 15, and I'm sharing the house with one other person, one other guy. The transportation here is really cheap. The food can be cheap in supermarkets, but if you're going out, eating in restaurants, or shopping for clothes a lot, then it's the same price as in any big city.
Right.
So it's kind of big city prices, but you can find a frugal lifestyle as well.
Okay, great. So do most teachers then do the 2 lessons a day, or are most of you doing more than that?
At the moment, because we just come after this slow period over Christmas, I'm doing, say, 4 on Wednesday, but 1 on every other day. but that's expected to pick up very quickly. So in December, I was doing something from 4 to 6 a day.
4 to 6 a day?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was really busy. I mean, that made sure I was trekking over town, not just teaching at the school, doing a mixture of classes, teaching, anything from children to married couples together to corporate in business classes. But it meant that I was okay for money for Christmas and things like that. So there's a lot of potential here.
Okay. Is that pretty common to teach classes off-site?
Yeah, it's quite common because we've just got the one location, but a lot of our clients are corporate, and people like to have things in their own atmosphere as well, and that's quite a good thing for us as well, because we can offer teachers more to go to these places, and it's an interesting way to see how Russians live or how Russian companies work, and get tea for free and things like that.
Nice. And how many teachers do you have at the company right now?
There are 4 of us teaching in St. Petersburg. It's quite small. We've only started. We started last year and became registered in April.
Okay.
April and May, I think. And we've got online teachers, living in various parts of the world, teaching as well. Teaching 1-hour lessons. Yeah. Have you spoken to other schools in St. Petersburg then?
Not in St. Petersburg. I have applied for a few, but I haven't heard back just yet. Mainly through TEFL.com and sites like that. But I haven't heard back from them. So. Okay, great. I'm trying to think if I have any more questions for you at the moment. I don't think I do. I've been quite impressed with your knowledge of grammar and linguistics. It's very positive that you're open to teaching different groups. That's exactly what we're looking for, different kinds of learners. And it sounds like you have a genuine interest in Russia, which is great. Yeah, great.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll confer with colleagues, and we'll possibly ask you to speak to someone else in the next couple of days. Again, it'll be a very short interview again, just like today, no more than 20 minutes. And then we can look towards making a decision of some kind.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking time to speak to me today, Jennifer.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thanks. All right. Have a good day.
Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.